Hey everyone, thanks for watching. So in today's video, me and Andrea, we got to meet with the absolute legend. His name is Charles Novak. This footage is a little over a year old, so it took us a long time to get around to editing it, but there's a lot of good information in here and I had to share it with you guys. I definitely think you can learn something. Charles is packed full of information and loves to share all the stuff he's learned over the decades of growing tropical fruits here in Central Florida. He's inspired us and helped us collect a lot of fruit that we like to grow. So without further ado, here's Charles Novak's tour.
The giant ambarella. The June plum is a dwarf ambarella. The giant true ambarella is this tree right here. But it freezes every year, so I have damage and it comes back every year. But I get fruit. These are different grafted mangoes. And I have in the ground over here different mamey sapote.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah, the mamey sapote, it takes 18 months from flowering to setting fruit, so it has to go through a winter. And so that's where you lose a lot of your blooms.
Really?
Right. Now, one of the club members in the Rare Fruit House, and I have fruit at my
You fruited yours here, your mamey? Have you fruited your mamey here?
the mamey, it flowers.
Yeah?
I have fruited in the past, but this ones I just recently planted in the ground, so they hold in the flowers so far.
Cool.
That's awesome.
In here is different things that need to be cleaned up. There's
See a mulberry.
mulberries. There is also in here is the rainforest plum. And
Wow.
this is
You got everything.
this is one of the things Adam named after me. Over in the big pot over there is the Florida Eugenia, Eugenia, Florida,
Yeah.
and it produced. I got there's so many fruit that it washed down that I have them coming up all the way down.
Really?
The other tree over there is your ice cream bean, MB.
That's awesome.
Different grafted mangoes, different things. This is Eugenia stipulata, and the Eugenia stipulata I sent seeds this past year to Hawaii to what is his name? Oliver.
I don't know him, no.
Okay. He has a lot of rare fruit
Yeah?
places on the web, but it produces a the smell. The first time I ever smelled this, I had a conservatory back there, and we'll get back there. I smelled it, and it smelled so sweet. I said, it has to be delicious until I tasted it.
Really?
Was it sour?
It's very sour, and you need about 5 miracle fruit first.
I like miracle fruit.
The white, I just grafted the white Ilama, and this is the white Ilama.
I heard those are so delicious. I've never had one though.
Yeah, I love the Ilama. I think it's one of the best Anonas that there are.
Wow.
Really?
This is a volunteer peach.
Has that one flowered yet?
Which one?
Was that a seedling peach?
Yeah, but it flowers.
Does it?
It
Flower?
had fruit last year.
Cool.
That's so cool.
There is a over in this area. It's like a macadamia nut, but it's not the true macadamia nut. The fruit is red. There's a lot of interesting in macadamia nut. Because they don't call it. It's not the same species, but it's in the same family. There's some.
Wow.
This is a large finger lime And this is the Buddha's hand. Buddha's hand has no seeds. The only way you can get it is to graft it.
Really?
So this is another Buddha's hand.
You did 3 grafts on there. It looks like they all 3 took,
Yeah,
huh?
all took,
Yeah,
three
they all took.
It's interesting, you know, you're going to be able to look at the small leaves versus the big leaves.
So this one's
Yeah.
finger lime, you said?
Yes, that is
Finger
the
lime.
large
That
finger lime.
is so cool.
Yeah, I have different finger limes that they scattered all over.
We've had those one time. They're good.
Yeah, I like them. I can't believe how much stuff you have here. Stuff I've never heard of.
Now this is and you can look at it online. It is a vine, but it produces
Wow.
a fruit that is they use for sweetener in China.
Huh.
Interesting. I'm learning so much.
I brought a pawpaw plant too.
Okay, when we go out that way.
Okay.
This is golden nugget.
Ooh.
I bought this a few years ago. The first year it produced fruit, I didn't like it. And it's all, but they say always give your plant a couple of years because the first year it may not be as good as the second year.
Yeah.
And
Try
the
one?
second year was better.
Can I try one?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you gotta tell me what you think.
If you see anything you want to try, you will.
Thank you.
These are two of the but this one fruits more than this
Wow.
one.
Oh my gosh.
But you can see all the fruit starting to form. And this is what I was mentioning to you. If you look at going all the way up, I throw in a slow release nitrogen. And
Yeah.
I can show you what it looks like.
These are so beautiful.
This is Suriname cherry. There's black ones and red ones. Some not very good, and other ones are real good.
I love them all.
Suriname.
We like them all.
This is a seedling mango that I planted some time ago, and I did all of the, by girdling it to try to get it to produce, and
So what do you mean girdling?
I named it ELA after my grandkids.
I love
Aaron, Lila, Ashton. So
Love
it's
it.
ELA.
it. And the fruit's good on it?
Oh, very delicious.
Really?
No fiber. So that's why I named it, because it was a good fruit. When you plant, there's 2 types of mangoes. One will come true, and there's some caveat with that. If you open a mango seed, and if it's all solid, it most likely will not be true to the parent. If you open up the shell of the mango seed in sections, or you plant the mango seed and multiple trees come out of that one seed, part of those will be real close to the parent. Now, they used to say that the one that did the biggest one, because you have different sizes of those trees coming up. And there was a rule. Some people said, oh, the bigger one would be the one that was like the parent. The other person said, oh no, the smaller one. Well, what they found, the ones that are all similar in the middle are the true ones that are to the parent. Now, even with saying that, the Kingston Pride is Australia's favorite mango. And it does come true, but it's only 40% of the plants they have found will be true to the parent. And it's like the bell curve. Here's some will be close, and there's some will be better and some will be worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said you girdled that to get it to fruit quicker. What do you mean by that?
You can see the green around them. This is girdling.
So you wrap something around
No,
there.
That is the. But this is cut into the bark.
And so that just stresses it out and gets
Yeah.
it to fruit quicker?
Yes.
Huh.
Wow.
Realize a tree under stress will fruit because it, and I say think, and you can say trees don't have a brain. They find they are more intelligent than what we think they are. They've been around a lot longer
Definitely.
than we have.
Absolutely.
So
So a little bit of stress makes it want to reproduce.
yes, and that's what they tell you. And some people say, "Oh, drive a nail in it," and that sometimes works. This is a Barbados cherry. In 2010, we had 11 freezing nights in a row. The mango that only had damage above the house. This one froze all the way back down to the ground. I had grass on this from Hawaii, USDA can send you budwood if you know how to order it.
Mm-hmm.
And I had they called giant fruit. I don't remember the exact name on it. And come to find out it wasn't any bigger than mine, so it didn't make any difference. But it froze all the way to the ground where the mango didn't. So what it tells me, if you see it's even closer to the house, the mango is more cold hardier than the Barbados cherry.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's something. You know.
Interesting. So girdling a tree is just cutting it, right? Just cutting it and stressing it out?
Yes,
That's
and
girdling?
you don't want to take too much, they even have a tool, if I can find it, because I've been cleaning this up. This is one of the tools they use.
Oh.
And see, they actually
I
just go over.
see.
Huh. So that's what that's for, huh?
I had never known that.
Yeah, that is for girdling. Now, China's been girdling trees for thousands of years.
Wow.
I wonder if they were doing it for like aesthetic or to get fruit quicker.
To get fruit quicker.
Really?
We'll go back here. When they did I had people do that, they also had all this was ginger and it was starting to look really bad. So,
You got a lot of bamboo.
yeah, well, the timber bamboo is another location. This is a high tip. You can see all the flowers on it. Now I want to show you one. And there's Karen Bowlers here. You're welcome to try any of the Karen Bowlers.
What variety is this one? Do you know?
The one over here I knew was Squeak and Bangin', and I don't remember which ones these are anymore.
Oh my gosh, that's huge.
Yeah, this is literally some of the biggest star fruits I've ever seen in my
gosh.
life. These are some of the biggest ones I've ever seen.
Yeah, well, these are grafted, so.
Wow.
Wow. I can't wait.
And the fruit doesn't get as big. It came from Tahiti. My daughter and son-in-law went on their honeymoon to Tahiti, and they brought back a couple seeds, and this does fruit. Now I'm going to show you something. Look at the bottom, this fruit.
I've seen that
It's a
fig tree at
fig.
Fruit and Spice Park.
Yeah,
But we tried to cut it open and there was like, it was like nothing in there, like kind of, it was like
these
hard.
are edible, though.
Really?
Yeah. This is not the same, I don't think it's the same one that's the fruit and spice.
Are any of them ripe, you think?
No, they're
No?
not like that. But I love the color.
And I love the leaf too. The
It
leaves
is
are
so
beautiful.
beautiful.
And this one they call elephant ear. If you look up the elephant ear.
The leaves are massive.
When the leaves are really big, you can hide, you know.
Wow.
When we get back here, there's some of them.
So this is a lychee, right? This is a lychee?
Yes, this is the hot tip, the aborted seed one. That, you know, you got utmost left to eat. I put air layers on it every year. Then in Israel in October, they cut them back a lot and to help them through. This tree right here, which is from Australia, it's a fruiting plant. It's lily pilly, what they call it.
Oh,
I actually know that one.
That's so cool.
It's got beautiful foliage.
Yeah, well, there's other ones that's even prettier, but all these are just fruit,
Little seedlings.
and nothing bothers it, no insects, nothing.
Wow.
How does the fruit taste?
It's like any of the somewhat watery, but it's okay,
Yeah?
If you thirsty, you come and grab a few and eat it.
And this is the actual mother tree right here.
Hmm?
That's how big it gets. Wow.
Oh yeah, it gets a lot bigger.
My.
That's awesome.
The hurricane knocked out part of the top.
And look
Wow.
how close it is to this oak tree. And it's still so big.
Yeah, well, they don't freeze. Nothing about them. They surprised me that it got through the coal. This is, I think, is a cashew.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Looks like one, yeah.
Watered up.
Smells so good.
I think you have to give everybody a chance to smell and.
I love that.
Yeah, this is a native plant of Florida, star anise.
It almost
Anise.
kind of smells like hand sanitizer for a second, but it's like really sweet.
Yeah, it's anise. The true anise is this guy right here. This is from China. And it grows different than the Florida anise. I've been thinking, because I brought in Pine Island Nursery and Homestead. I sent them over 1,100 plants
Wow.
of this one. And that's the only one I got left.
Wow. So is this? Do you make like a tea with this, or?
They don't recommend using this one because this one you can use, but this one they don't recommend using, and I don't fully understand why. But
Okay.
I'm thinking about grafting that onto this one because this is.
Yeah, I've seen these a lot before, and I never have smelled them.
It
but
smells
they smell
so
good.
good.
Yeah, see, all these are rooted in the ground
Yeah.
because it touches the ground and roots. It's a miracle fruit. We need some water.
Oh, that's a massive pot.
Like all the little plants. Now, most people try to grow miracle fruit seeds and they are not successful. And I've found the best way to grow them is just let them fall on the ground, and if you want to cover them with leaves, fine. But also they do better in the shade. And you can see these are a lot more than what's out here. And I had
Yeah.
this over by the fish pond in full sun, and it always looked weak. It produced a lot of fruit, and the only seeds that germinated were in total shade.
Wow.
Okay.
And they're nice too. They're like dark green, so they're healthy.
Yeah, they look good in there.
Here's some of the macadamia that I picked up last year and never.
Wow. Yeah, I want to grow macadamia. I don't have any of them yet.
Okay. This is one from the Keys, Grimmel.
A Grimmel?
This is another one that we've in the same family. This is the yellow here.
Is this just the white one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. That's one of the beautifulest foliages.
And the white is not, the yellow is real because it's velvet when the new leaves come out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're fuzzy.
Here's a different one. In here is, this is your blue grape.
The blue grape, yeah.
Put some figs in here. And different, I like this plant. This is a mulberry. they call it contortionary because the way it grows. And
Yeah, that looks like you would have had to prune it that way or something. That's cool.
Yeah, that's.
And does that one make fruit?
Yes, but
Does
it's
it?
small, but it does make fruit.
Cool. Does it grow from cutting?
Yes.
Cool.
Here's another one. These are grass getting those spots.
You know the variety of this one?
I had the label. It came from Adam,
Yeah.
and it's real good. I have to get back with him to get the label.
Was it the Aubrey?
I'm sorry?
Was it the Aubrey? The
Aubrey.
The Aubrey
I think
loquat?
probably,
I think those taste really good.
now, in the Anona family, you realize there are vining Anonas in that family, and this is one of them. And this is a red fruit, small, but it is really a nice little fruit, and the flower is beautiful. And it vine goes up. Now there's also the vining ylang ylang. There's the regular ylang ylang, which is growing out somewhere, and the
I didn't know there was a vine one of those.
I didn't either.
We've seen the tree version, never the vine.
these are chestnuts.
Wow.
This is the Duncan chestnut, which is a cross between the Chinese and the American one.
That's so cool.
She loves chestnut. We gotta grow some of those too.
This is cannonball tree,
Yeah.
and it does freeze though.
And that one makes a fruit?
Yeah, well, it makes the fruit, but it's not edible.
You got a beautiful food forest.
No, this one.
This one looks like allspice. I love it.
I love allspice.
This one is your cinnamon, but the only way you can smell the cinnamon is just use your fingers. It's not like the other one.
Yeah.
This is another one.
Do you ever cook with these?
No.
No?
This one you don't cook with.
No.
Growing up, when we were young, you would go to a barber. They would rub this on your bay rum.
No way.
Now,
I wish they still did that. That would be cool.
yeah, they would put it on after they gave you a haircut. They don't do that.
Yeah.
Just like you don't get, you have to pump your own gas.
Yeah.
So they would rub the actual leaf on you, huh?
Yeah.
This one I like the best. So
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Me too.
Yeah.
Lemon bay rum.
I love the lemon bay rum.
Lemon bay rum.
Yeah, I like that one the most too.
Yeah, passion fruit on the ground.
I love the smell of allspice because it's just very like sweet and spicy. Oh, a passion fruit.
Yeah, they all.
Whoa.
That's the biggest yellow one I've ever seen.
I've never
they
seen one
small.
like that.
That one's small.
Wow, that's small. That's massive.
You got a whole rainforest going on in here.
Too much.
Too much?
This is a mountain. Known that it is mountain. What?
Mountain soursop.
Mountain soursop. Terrible fruit,
Yeah.
but you can graft. It's graft compatible with other ones.
It's probably really good for you though.
None of the like this is the one that produces, looks like, but it looks like a cat with got long whiskers. And
Wow.
those are seeds. I didn't. It's a very interesting plant. What it is, I don't know if it's viable yet. No, there's some seeds in there.
Cool.
Here, if you want to try to plant it, it's ornamental, but it's a really interesting looking plant.
Wow.
This came from a hospital in Tampa, the Veterans Hospital. It's not it produces a fruit, but it's not edible. Coca-Cola. You have to fight the pile.
Oh, the giant. Is that the giant grenadilla?
Your giant passion fruit.
Yeah, giant grenadilla.
Yeah, we both work at a plant nursery, and they only do edibles, so that's how we know some of this stuff.
That's how we learned
Do you
it.
know this one?
That looks like some kind of peach too,
It is a peach.
but it's got red leaves.
Well, it's got fruit on it right now.
Wow.
Now, this peach, for stone fruit grafting, this is the only one you should use in Florida, in our area. They, if you buy a peach that's been, or any of the stone fruit that have been grafted, they're using Nimagard. This is Florida Guard. This is the only one that the nematodes we have here that doesn't get the nematodes.
It doesn't affect it? It doesn't affect it?
No, this particular one. Nemagard, these nematodes here will get the nematodes.
So that's a really good one to have to plant all the seeds.
Yes.
For rootstock.
Cool. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And are its leaves like naturally red like this? Are the leaves naturally red like that?
Yeah.
Really?
When they come out, then they turn green.
Oh, okay.
But,
That's beautiful.
I love it.
You can, there was some coming up. Here's one right here from last year.
Wow.
Another one of those. My timber bamboo, I had to cut it. And they didn't do a very good job.
Oh, wow.
But over here, this is in the same family as the what is it they call it? Governor's plum. But this is a different species in that family, and there's two over there that is grafted.
That's so cool.
This is your, and I can have senior moments because I'm old enough. No, y'all not.
You're fine. Take your time. Well, I'm learning so much.
Cherry of the Rio Grande. What this is. Over here is the Thai giant jujube, and it had fruit, and I don't know if it still has any fruit. I wonder where this came from. I didn't put it here. Somebody helped themselves to it. That's fine. Because it works as mulch.
Yeah.
But and this one over here is from India, and if you look, it's in the same family as natal plum. But this one, natal plum is normally red. This one, the fruit is black. And but it's in the same family as the natal plum, and it's quite good.
I've never had the natal plum.
This is from Africa, and what it is, I thought it was, well, not Africa. I'll take that back. The one behind you is from Africa. This is, I thought it was a peely nut. Somebody else said, oh no, it's not a peely nut. It's land sack. So I don't know what it is, but it freezes back in. But it comes out. It's still green.
It's just dormant.
Yeah, the langsack looks like a longan kinda, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it will start coming out here soon. This is the red, and you can see how big this is.
Strawberry guava, right?
Strawberry guava.
That's the biggest one I've ever seen.
I know. It's huge.
And this is the one from Africa. There was a video some years ago where the fruit was on the ground, and all the animals were eating, and they was starting to ferment the fruit, and all the animals were stumbling around from eating the fermented fruit.
It made him drunk a little bit.
Yeah, the jujube is one that we just recently got to try for the first time, and I really liked it, the jujube.
Jujube?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good.
This is the yellow
Wow.
and this is they call a hog plum. It's not what you, and if you want to look at the,
It's okay. Cool.
but it produces a fruit, but the flower looks like an orchid, a yellow orchid, and it's beautiful, the flowers.
It's so
It will be fruiting soon.
Does that one make a red one or a yellow one?
Yellow.
Yellow?
Yellow.
This is another Australian fruit tree. This one has, it looks, when the flowers, it looks like a powder puff.
I like that. I like this plant. What's this called?
This,
It's so beautiful.
yeah, it starts with the S-Y-G-Y.
Yeah, it looks like a rose apple or a
Yeah.
bignay. It's in that family.
Wow.
Or a jamon.
But
I haven't seen that one yet.
Eugenia, and some of the Eugenia is what they call in Australia is a different. Here's some of the pineapples blooming.
That one right
Wow.
there looks like the bignay right there, right? Or bignay, however you say it, bignay or bignay.
Which one? This one?
Yeah,
No, that's one of the.
mountain soursops.
Mountain
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What kind of pineapples are these? What kind of pineapples are these?
USDA at one time from Hawaii ended up with over 50 different cultivars. And you can see like there's a pink one and there's more of the red one.
They got some mean thorns, the meanest thorns I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, all the passion fruit. This is my largest avocado, and because it's back here, I know. It's flowering.
Oh, wow. This is the biggest jawbo that you have?
Now, you can keep them as a tree or you can let them be multiple bush. I let these go multiple bush. I've seen this straight trees, and it's neat. You have a whole box of the tree.
That's the biggest one I've ever seen. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
And this is in the guava family. These are rooted jaboticabas. The very first one I had was from a gentleman in Tampa, and he was from Cuba, and I took 6 months to root these two in a misting bed.
And did you use rooting hormones?
I don't really remember, but
Yeah.
you can root them. They root. Not
Wow.
easy, but you can root them.
Yeah, I've never even tried just because how long I've heard it takes.
But it's been 6 months in the misting bed. It probably wouldn't have been less, but
Wow.
back here there's different, that I will look at another palm, but that palm right there is from Asia, and the bigger one is up there. It is they call a sugar palm. They actually tap into the bark to get sugar like they do north from the sugar, what they call those trees where they get the sugar.
The sugar cane?
Maple, I guess.
Oh, the maple.
So what they do with these, and what's interesting with the palm, it only blooms one time, then it dies.
Huh.
I have made tiki huts and everything out of these.
Really?
I was gonna ask, do you build anything with them?
Oh yeah. If you go to, if you went to the fair and saw our display, there was a tiki bar on our display that I made.
That is so cool.
But these are, some of them, you know, can get 12 inches across. But those are, I have, years ago I ended up with, and we'll be going this way, you'll be able to see, some seeds. I ordered some seeds from Asia. So one day I ended up with this package of seeds and no information or anything. It was a free, well, that's what it is. It's a runner.
Oh.
You don't want a runner.
Yeah.
So do those keep going and not stop running, or do they stop eventually?
No, they keep running.
Really?
This is what the South American, they used the roots of this guy to make pudding out of it.
Wow.
Huh.
You have to process it, though. You just can't eat. You have to soak the water, and it's a big
What is that?
process.
Yucca?
Yucca.
Yucca?
Cassava.
Cassava, yucca. That's really cool. I have some yucca flour at my house that I bake with.
In here is monkey puzzle. I had a big limb break, and I had to get in here and clean it up. This is, you can see the fruit of this ficus.
Cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah, and it's edible, but before it gets ripe, the animals get all of it.
Oh.
Is this one right here almost ripe?
This one right there? Yep, I'm not sure.
No.
I think it would have to be soft. Yeah, it's still real hard.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's hard as a rock. I tried
Yeah.
to squeeze it, flew out of my
I
hand.
wouldn't eat it right now.
But you can see the running bamboo. It's all over.
Yeah.
Actually, it makes a nice pole to tie your plants because it's straight. And I have, when they get bigger, at the base it becomes real ruffled, and it makes a great handle for, like if you're making a handle for tools or anything,
Huh.
you can, this is off of one of the, and I do turn wood, and so I was thinking about doing a little turning.
What do you mean by that?
When you lay, you cut, you can make, you know, pots, so well, not really pots, but vases and stuff like that.
Oh, I've seen people do that.
That'd be
That's so
awesome.
cool.
Yeah, this came from USF, and I thought it was neat, but it has become, it grows too much.
Yeah.
This is yellow, but it's bigger than the regular catlick guava, and typically I have no worms in this.
Really?
Cool.
Yeah, I have a lemon Cattleya guava, but it only makes one about that big.
Yeah, well, you can see it's a different species.
Wow, there's a bunch. That's awesome.
Turn out some cherries.
So beautiful. So many fruits are gonna come.
I got these probably about 3 weeks ago. These are runners of the northern Acinova trilova. It's becoming a pawpaw patch.
Wow.
This is a fruiting plant right here. This is your.
Grumachama.
I got a couple of bigger ones over there.
I love the bark on these.
This guy here is the bell fruit, and the fruit is hard as a rock. It's in the citrus family.
Huh.
And to get into it, you have to use salt.
Wow.
Honest.
Wow.
But it tastes like a marmalade inside.
Wow.
I love your pawpaw patch.
Yeah, and they keep growing. Every year I have to be careful where I.
Yeah, I've been
when
trying
I
to
do
keep
mow
my eye
and,
out.
because this is a pepper lime you use in cooking. You can smell how strong it
We
is.
sell those where we work. They sell a lot of citrus.
It's really strong.
Yeah,
like
it is. I love it.
I had one gentleman come here from north, and he was looking at this. He was from Cambodia. He said, I have to pay big money for the leaves when I'm cooking for this plant.
Really?
Because they have.
Yeah, I never thought about cooking with those, but it smells like it would be really good.
You can find them in
Mmm. What is that?
They get normally bigger.
What are those? Is that the, what are they called again?
Sour.
Yeah, well, this is the tropical apricot. It's cross, it's a hybrid. If you get really one that is real dark, it's not that sour.
It's
like
good though. I bet you on a miracle fruit, they would be amazing.
I love it. Taste this one.
You like it?
I love it. That's so good.
Yeah, hers is a little riper than yours.
Yeah, that one actually is not very sour at all.
No,
This one's delicious.
It's like a peach kinda.
yeah, they call it tropical apricot. What's interesting about this tree, you'll have one limb without any thorns. Here's a limb, no thorns, then you go next door to it, and it's trying to convert back to one of the species that it was crossed with. It is, you know, why is these thorns and there's no thorns, and then you up here?
Wow.
It,
On the same exact branch.
Same
Interesting.
exact branch. It has no thorns, and then you can find one that's full of thorns. Yeah, if you get the real darker one.
Yeah, this one is really, really good.
Yeah, this one. We'll try this one. Name.
Wow. I've had the other version of this, the black one,
Yeah.
and that one is very sour, but these are good.
That's the one the yellow one, which is real sour, and the black, they crossed it to produce this.
Wow.
You can't find this hardly anywhere. That one is good as
This one is so good. I can't tell which one I like more. This one has a really distinct flavor.
And they call it tropical apricot. But they use the only negative with this guy, it sends out root runners.
Yeah?
It does what?
It sends out root runners.
Root
yeah.
runners.
Oh, okay.
This is the root runner from the original one.
What?
And is that one still a hybrid, or is it like?
No, this was you can see there's no thorns,
Wow.
except there's some thorns, but mostly not thorns. But sending out the root runners, you find that some has thorns, some does not, like this guy. I have
It's a beautiful tree.
the flying squirrels, and that's what the nest
Oh,
is for.
cool.
You have some of those here.
Oh yeah, I feed them.
Wow. I didn't even know they were native to here until not too long ago.
These macadamia nuts. I lost the big one. Stood it back up. I need to stand it back up. The 200 macadamia nuts.
If I were to plant one of those seeds, how long would it take for it to start fruiting? Do you know?
You're better off
Getting an air layered or grafted one?
grafted one.
Yeah.
These over here, that one over there produces a real large fruit.
So they're different varieties, or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have some with thorns on the leaves and some without thorns on the leaves. And those are different cultivars. Most people don't realize, but the starfruit or canicel will send out root runners.
Is that what those are?
I never knew.
No, those are not. Those are the mulberry, the China berry. China berry. China berry and neem. If I took a China berry here and put a neem over here and didn't tell you which was which, you couldn't tell the difference. The neem you can take internally. The China berry is more toxic for humans, but if you're using it for insecticides, the China berry is stronger.
Really?
And it's cold hardy, where the neem will freeze.
Wow.
So
I've had neem fruit. It's actually very good. Have you ever had the neem berries?
I probably taste it, but
They taste good.
this is China berry.
Wow.
This is the China berry?
And this one is the green. They produce a long pod from Africa, and they call it a dream. I guess the narcotic or something that they use it for. I don't know.
It's very twirly.
Yeah, look at that.
I've never seen a tree look like that.
Look at how it grows. Just
Wow.
That's beautiful.
different for sure.
Definitely. I've never seen anything like it.
And this is longan.
Oh, I love longan.
And there's some lychees over here.
What's that on the ground?
Do these ones fruit pretty good, these lychees?
Yeah, one of these are emperor. I don't remember or know which one it is. These are white sapote. All these were planted at the same time. This is the dwarf white sapote, where these are the regular white sapote.
Wow.
So you can see this one is the dwarf white sapote. It produces huge fruit, but it's a dwarf.
That's one we haven't got to try yet, white
Yeah.
sapote.
Well, there's going to be a lot of fruit this year, so
Okay.
How did these holes get in this tree?
Was that your girdling, or?
That is the woodpecker, the sapsucker woodpecker. He'll come over here and he will do all these little holes and get the sap out.
Wow.
I never saw that. It's like a line.
He girdled it for you.
Yeah, he does They get a lot bigger. That's your Vining long Anona.
What is it?
Lang Lang, which is in the Anona family.
Cool.
Terrible tasting though. It's edible, but you know, being edible and
Being palatable is two different
two
things.
different things.
Yeah.
Maybe if you grew up with it, eating it, you might like it. But
Yeah.
I heard that's how they make a lot of perfume is with that flower.
yeah,
Cool.
I've never seen the fruit though. That's awesome. It looks like a little miniature canistel.
we can't go out like the canistel, but the canistel is a lot bigger.
Yeah, I didn't like canistel at first, but now I really like the canistel.
I think it's really up to the canistel you have, because some of them are really dry.
Yeah, that's why I didn't really like it. It was like a texture thing. But the flavor is there. It's good.
If you get the right one,
Yeah.
it has a lot of moisture.
That's why I liked it. After the third or fourth one I tried, it was really juicy.
Right.
And I really liked it. It held a lot of the flavor.
This is another one. This one I love the best of the Australian trees. Look at the balloons
That
on that.
is so pretty.
That to me is perfect. Very beautiful.
So pretty. Wow.
What is that one with the pink new growth?
That is the Australian fruiting tree.
And have you had the fruit?
Yeah.
What's the
but
fruit
it's
taste like? Is it sweet? Is it sour?
It is, you know, just for the foliage, it's worth something.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's gorgeous.
I've never seen any leaf that color before.
Yeah, I've continued the names of these things. This is a wampy. Have you ever had wampy before?
Just the pink one.
Yeah, pink one, terrible.
Yeah, we haven't had the other ones.
Yeah, well, this is the regular wampy. It should be fruiting. I had to cut it because it was growing onto the pole barn, and I cut it back severely. I haven't got all my mango. That is a cherry mango in there that still got. I have a longan on one end, and I have a.
How big does that wampy fruit get?
About like this.
Yeah?
A lot bigger than the pink. I had the pink, and it's terrible. Ear tree.
Wow.
It's a big tree.
And actually, you can use the seeds of the ear tree.
That's the seed?
Yeah, well, inside is you have multiple seeds.
Oh, so that's like the seed pod.
Yeah, the seed pod.
It does look like an ear.
Yeah, they call it ear tree.
Huh.
There's different ones. I wanted this one because the other one is not as distinct as this one, as an ear.
What do you do with it?
You can use it after processing it. You can make flour or other things with the seeds and stuff.
That's
Good
cool.
maraca too.
Yeah. This is in the governor's plum family, but it's not a governor's plum. Look at the thorns on the guy.
Oh, that's gnarly. I like the governor's plum. I think it tastes really good.
Well, this one you would even like better.
Really?